obsessed with this episode. Like, what is this? It's so chaotic. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kaylee and I'm back with this week's episode of My Dress Up Darling. So last episode we saw Marin get nominated by her class to be the competitor in the school's pageant, which is part of the school's festival. And it's perfect for Marin because the whole theme of the beauty pageant is essentially cross-dressing, which in her mind is just cosplaying a male character. And she's chosen a character from a show that she loves called Prez Host. And by the way, I would watch so many seasons of Prez Host. Like just the little bit we got of it in the last episode, I was dying for more. It was so intriguing and the concept felt like so unique. I would be a Prez Host watcher, no doubt about it. I loved last episode because I feel like such a big part of this season is Gojo finally getting some validation that he is okay as he is, right? And we're seeing his self-esteem, I think, slowly start to increase. Even just in the last episode itself alone, without anything that's happened so far in the season, you saw him start as kind of like this quiet kid in the back of the class who just wasn't really contributing to the conversation much, to the end where he's just so motivated and inspired by the support that his classmates are giving him. I think he's starting to understand that just because he had a bad experience with one person or a few people early in his life, it doesn't mean that everyone's gonna judge him based on his interests or his hobbies. I just love how beautifully this show handles these types of topics, right? Because I feel like in a lot of shows, whether it's anime or Western media, I feel like these types of hobbies and interests and cosplaying and sewing and these like not typically gender conforming roles would be kind of like the topic of bullying or people making fun of these characters. But in this one, it's just so beautiful how the classmates and Marin's friends, everything we've seen this season are these people who are just so open-minded, so accepting of these characters as they are. And I love Marin for that reason. Like, she's the cool girl, she's the popular girl, she's the hot girl, but she also is just a nerd. Like, she also is someone who just wants to cosplay and like loves all of these games and these shows. And I think she alone inspires Gojo in a lot of ways to own his own interests and passions. But I think the people that are surrounding them in this show, especially her friends, they're just so accepting that it makes him think that maybe there's nothing wrong with him to begin with. I am dying to see the cosplay for this pageant. I don't know if we're gonna get the pageant in this episode, but hopefully we do soon because I am so excited. Also, like, Marin to me feels like a clear winner. She hasn't even competed yet, but I'm biased. I just want her to win. So if you want to stick around, go ahead and hit subscribe. The uncut version of this reaction will be over on Patreon, so I'll put that link in the description box below if you want to check that out. And now let's jump into the episode.
コンテストの衣装を作ることになったのか。今度はスーツか。
私もできることは手伝います。
手分けして作業するのはひな人形と一緒だな。
そうなんですか？
ひな人形は分業制なんです。顔。
Wait, stop. This is so cute. Let's learn things.
それぞれ別で作ってるんです。
そんなに
？The little Marin puppet.
わけじゃなくて、顔の部位ごとに分かれています。
おひな様のメイクって1日にどのくらいするの
？200体から300
Oh
体
my
ですね。
goodness.
は？
What?
私10個くらいかな。
Yeah, 200 to 300 is nuts.
それじゃ出荷に間に合いませんよ。
They must have a really thriving business.
貸してくれって頼むがなかなか難しかったりするもんだ。人に頼ることも覚えねえとな。文化祭まで帰り遅くなるんならなんかやっとくか？洗濯でも。
いいよ。また腰悪くなったら大変だし。
もう大丈夫だって言ってるんだ。
I wonder what she's thinking. I feel like she's gonna offer to help out more. She already wanted to kind of help out and do some things, but... Oh no. This music is so ominous.
ごめん。実はちょっと早起きして。
Why is this like looking like a horror movie or something?
お弁当作ってきたみたいな。私が作ってくれば時短になるかな。
Oh no. What's that? Oh, so cute. I love that she did that. She really took to heart, like, hey, you gotta help people out when you have the opportunity and you gotta ask for help when you need it. And she's like, you know what I can do? Make a bento. And I love that.
作ってきてくれたのはチャーハンか、もしくはチャーハンのどっちかだ。
Oh.
せめて どっちのチャーハンか情報が欲しい。
恥ずかしいから秘密。
What is it?
お昼まで待って。
This scary music is so funny.
あっという間に昼休みになってしまった。
緊張するんだけど。
She went out of her comfort zone for him. That is so cute.
緊張してます。
笑わないでね。
Why is he so nervous?
スパムおにぎらず。
Wait, they're so cute.
チャーハンじゃな。
が
すごい。
Oh.
美味しそうです。俺すみませんでした。実は北川さんの弁当考えただけでドキドキしてたんです。
何？ドキドキしてたって何？てかめっちゃ喜んでくれてるし何？私の弁当。
I'm obsessed with this episode. Like, what is this? It's so chaotic.
お弁当作ってきてよかった。
He's like, just give me the sandwiches.
北川、この重さは。
I'm so confused at what his anxiety is about this.
今日もスパムおにぎり。ビビー。
Oh no.
今日は冷凍だけど唐揚げも。
Oh, is this like an indigestion thing?
小巻きおにぎりも。
That's so sweet and considerate of her, though.
五条くん魚ハマってんの？
そうですね。
Because she just like force fed him spam and chicken for days?
その後に助走の発表となります。アピールタイムは1分程度でお願いします。
Okay, okay. That is super short, but that's enough.
やっぱシャンコじゃん。
Okay. This sounds fun and enthusiastic.
レイ様っぽくこの部分だけ残してと。
This is where her creative genius is, you know.
特別感がいいんだよね。お弁当のところは特に。
Aww.
マジでそれ。コミテアにだけは砂とこ見せてくれるじゃん。自分だけが知ってるレイ様とかそんなの好きになる。
Okay, of course, we've been talking about how Marin really only shows like this side of herself to Gojo. Even now, like she's talking about this, this still feels like this is like safe zone for school friends, right? But like I think about the birthday party celebration scene for the character. Was it last episode? No, probably the episode before. That was so like nerdy and cute, and the fact that she really only shows that side of herself to Gojo, I feel like this is so parallel to his experience with her. I don't know if that's where this is going, but like the bento scene, only showing her true self to one person.
自分だけが特別に扱われているから。そうか。みんなお弁当の場面が好きなのはそういう理由で。なるほど。
No.
レイ様の良さまでは気づけていなかったので、俺は少女漫画と言いますか、女性の気持ちが理解できていなかったんだと。
そんなもんじゃん。特に姫に共感は女でもむずいし。どうも。
Oh no.
マリンです。はじめまして。
Oh.
姫って何ですか？
姫扱いしたら気持ちわかるかもじゃん。
Oh my god. He's gonna die.
シャンパン。シャンパン。
Oh my god.
ほらえす
I'm obsessed with her. Oh no. Oh no.
マー君に会いたくてまた来ちゃった。
8億。
で、こっちの姫は今日いくら使えんの？
大丈夫。何？
He's like, yes, save me, please.
看板のデケイタ運ぶのを手伝ってくんね。
うん。
Oh no. What's in her head? I'm scared.
北川さん。
何？
シャンパンコールの練習がしたいので戻ってきてほしいそうです。
Oh, what is she hiding?
行ってきます。後でちゃんとやり直す
Oh
から。
no, what did she do?
そのままにしといて。
北川さん、ボタンつけようとしてくれたんだ。
Oh.
失敗してる。
I like how he's blushing.
前の断層の時にメイクも体型補正もこの本の通りにやったけど、何かが違うような。つまりこの人たちがやっていて、俺がまだやっていないことがあるんだ。
マジか。これどうなってんのマジで。素で驚くんだが。
They're all like, yeah, we didn't think that was gonna work.
こんなにいろいろしないといけないんだ。
Wow, okay, androgynous queen.
ゲーな五条、仕事気が過ぎる。
足長い。
He's like, it's missing something, but what is it missing?
綺麗すぎ。宇佐美さんが選んでくれたんだよ。
北川さん、失礼します。
Oh,
俺の予想だとこうなるはずで。
I wonder if because she
こっち
binded,
のがレイ様っぽい。
the measurements like didn't quite match
少
up.
しの差でかなり変わる。
補正下着をつけたサイズで作ってないから。
Dang, that'll do it, huh?
俺のミスです。詰めましょう。今のままではレイ様とは言えません。
でも時間大丈夫なの？
ミスコン当日には間に合わせます。
わかった。
Just don't try to help with the buttons.
壇上で北川さんがいくら表情を作っても遠くからは分かりづらいですし、質疑応答中もずっとポーズを取り続けているわけにはいきません。衣装、化粧、そしてもう一つ、男装のために一目で分かりやすい男らしい立ち振る舞いをしてほしいんです。
Okay, what is it?
男らしくするんだよね。
Yes.
はい。
やってみよっか。
Oh.
森田、森田は動作が堂々としてて男らしくてかっこいいから、よければ見本になってほしいんだけど。北川、俺を見本にしろ。
I knew he would be so excited to help.
ムカつくんだけど。
Oh
喧
no.
嘩すんなよ。
どう？かっこいい。
首から下が一気に男になった。俺が見本だしな。
No.
ムカつくんだけど。
おお、スーツできてんじゃん。ずっと見に来たかったらしくてさ。バカ子が言うなや。なんマジで。
衣装見てまで言ったらハマり度合いがガチすぎて惹かれるだろ。
Oh no.
正直
Is this the guy that
ドラマ見
cried?
てんのバレたのも
Yes.
かなり恥ずかった。
全然恥ずかしいことじゃないのに。
五条マジ。
すごく面白い作品だし、
Aw.
関連するものに興味湧くのは。
Look at Gojo doing the same thing that people did for him for somebody else.
か、
Mhm.
いいや。悪い、一枚だけ写真撮らせて。友達がレイ様のスーツ作ったっつって妹に自慢する。
Oh, he's so sweet. Ah.
これ感動だわ。サンキュー。
He's like, yeah, your face kind of messes with it here.
村上ガチのガチじゃね
村上くん、もっと近くで見なよ。
じゃ
Aw.
あもう一枚撮らせてもらって。
Wait, I love that. Okay, what a cute episode. I loved that episode so much because I feel like we have finally moved from Gojo starting to have some self-confidence, some self-acceptance into him being able to provide that for others, right? Like being able to say, hey, it's not embarrassing that you watch the show. It's a pretty cool series, so there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Like everyone in that room is kind of on the same page, like open about accepting other people for their interests, open to helping each other prepare for this pageant so that they can do the best possible job that they can. So I love that he was able to kind of feel the feelings that he had when people were open to his interests and then apply that to be able to make someone else feel comfortable. That's just very sweet. The other piece of this was obviously the main messaging around letting other people help you, asking for help when you need it. I love that Marin went out of her way to make bentos for him. I also love that she tried to help with the button, even though it didn't quite go as planned, because she's just not a seamstress. Like, she is not somebody who has a great understanding. That's why she's working with Gojo, right? Like, that's the entire impetus for them being friends, for their relationship with cosplay. Like, she doesn't have those skill sets. But I think the bentos were a great way for her to help out, because I think just hearing how much work goes into the Hina dolls, like 200 to 300 a day is kind of nuts, but after hearing how much work goes into it, she probably realized just how much actual labor and like love and effort and time goes into making her cosplays. And so while she can't help out on the actual like construction of the outfits, she can help in her own way, and the bentos were such a cute way for her to do that. And I loved how much Gojo's acceptance of the bentos and how his excitement at the first one made her so happy and excited. And the editing on this episode was just chef's kiss. It was so good. Like, it was so fun, and just these like subtle horror elements, but then also this just like chaotic energy. I just feel like this episode gives such a deep understanding to where Gojo and Marin are in their relationship right now. They have such a good feel for each other in terms of like what is important to the other. Gojo is so meticulous about his work because, one, he wants to take pride in what he's doing and he feels like it needs to be as perfect as it can be. But I also think he knows how much passion she has for these characters and wants to make sure that she's wearing something that is as true to the character, to the show, whatever, as it can be. One thing I really loved was her being so open to him going and fixing the sizing on the clothes. I think the other classmates were very much worried about like, is it going to be done in time? Is he going to have the ability to do this? She not only had immediate trust in him to be able to do it, like she did do one slight check-in of like, are you going to have time to finish it? If so, cool. If that's your call, like I'm going to let you do you. And I think for her, like that's such a deep moment of how well she understands Gojo's need to make sure it's as perfect as possible, how much she prioritizes the way that he works and the way that he pays attention to the small details of the cosplays. And it might not be something that the classmates understand, but it's something that she understands because of how well she knows him. So her support of him in that is just so sweet. And I also loved how proud she was that he was getting the recognition for how good of work he does on the cosplays by the classmates. She just looked like a proud girlfriend, which I love. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to stick around, go ahead and hit subscribe. The uncut version of this reaction will be over on Patreon, so I'll put that link in the description box below if you want to check that out. And I'll see you guys next time for another episode of My Dress Up Darling. Bye.